My name is Lucas Schwartz. I am 32 years old.
What's up? I'm Keegan Spraker. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Might as well be originally from Vermont.
We're out in Aspen here, living it up here at Ajax. Got a sick spot.
And we just had a hell of a couple days out here.
Had a little bit of a spill, but I'm gonna be fine. First time I ever snowboarded, I actually didn't snowboard. I started off skiing. I think I was around 7 or 8 when I started skiing.
I remembered my basically non-existent exposure to skiing as a child, like being way too small to care, trying to pizza down a hill. Not cool.
I liked skiing. I wasn't horrible at it, but I was just drawn to board sports. I thought snowboarding looked cool, so that was one of the reasons I wanted to get into it. And ever since I was like, I think around 12, I've just picked up board sports, and if both my feet are attached to the same board, then I usually like to do it. Not even attached. So the first couple of days is hell. Everyone says like that snowboarding, your butt's just gonna hurt when you're learning. And I remember that. I remember those first couple of days going down the bunny hill and my butt just hurting and being kind of miserable. But then, you know, after I picked it up and I realized what you gotta be doing, holding the edge, keeping your tip pointed down the mountain, I feel like I really picked it up, and it was something that was so addictive. It's like once you realize how to do something, you just want to do it over and over. It's like cooking a good steak.
I've always been a huge fan. Sort of, it's one of those things that you know you're gonna love it, but you've never tried it. Like yachting, right? Scooting around on my butt, you know, not really having that good of a time. Things started clicking. I had like, you know, a legitimate lesson. Took learned a snowboard lesson, and more or less had the guy to ourselves. He really kind of put together the whole turn, stop, heel side, toe side, the core fundamentals of boarding. And after that, it just started clicking. You know, all of a sudden I could go down the mountain.
I learned on the East Coast here. I'm from Ohio, so we'd always go up to northern Michigan. Boyne Mountain, Nubs Knob. That's where I really picked it up. And living out on the East Coast, it's different. You get to like go to these mountains, but they get some snow, but it's so darn cold. And it's icy. It's a different type of riding there. It snows a lot harder, so when you're learning, you get a lot better chance to really enjoy it when you come out west, places like Aspen like this.
I remember having blizzards as a kid, and growing up around the mountain. Our dad worked at Smuggler's Notch, shout out Vermont, shout out Smugs. And so I remember being around that culture, you know, the ski snowboard culture from a very young age, having white winters and Christmases and all that good stuff. And then when we moved to Tennessee, more or less the winters dried up, especially these days.
I picked Colorado just because I'm familiar. I lived out here for 5 years. And the place where I first experienced the floating effect on powder and feeling like it's almost like flying. Like I have an e-foil board, an electric foil board, and that's the only other thing that can compare to the feeling of riding through powder.
It literally feels like flying, especially on some fresh legs. A nice waxed board with a sharp edge, flying down the mountain. Literally feels like flying. I remember laughing, like literally, you know, you laugh like hysterically. It's just like, oh, you just feel so free.
And I had been to Aspen once in the spring, and I saw how remote it was. Didn't want to go to an I-70 resort just because it was going to be a little too busy probably, and Colorado's really grown, so being able to come to a place like Aspen is special. You got 4 mountains here that you can ride all of them, and there's very few people that come here. It's just a little bit farther out there. What is it, about 3.5 hours out of Denver? So that's on a good day. On a bad day with I-70 the way it is, you know, you're looking at 4+ hours. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason I picked this place. It was remote. We got really lucky on the snow for December. But yeah, that was pretty much my reasoning for coming down here.
It's been a trip, really. I don't really know what else to say. Definitely overwhelming at first, and now that I'm leaving, I'm like, dang, like, you know, I could spend another couple weeks here. It hasn't been quite so, like, uppity as I was sort of expecting it to be. You know, you hear the muddy town Aspen, right? You know, we saw freaking David Goggins on the street. That was pretty cool. But for the most part, everybody seems like, it's just still a mountain town. Aspen Highlands probably didn't need to be there. Hadn't been riding in almost 2 years, so I was a little like, ooh, gotta get this rust off, and we went like to some of the steepest, most hardcore terrain immediately. It was a little trial by fire, but it ended up being just fine. Didn't take any falls. Was just minding my speed, and then we got in this ridiculous powder bank on the side of a cliff that was freaking intense. Had really no business being there. Sliding down, it's like literally on the side of a cliff, like up to your waist in snow. Like, holy crap, I had to get down there and not die, and I did it, right? So then when I got back to flat groom trails, I was like, oh, this is nothing. It definitely helped my riding since then, even though it wasn't like what I'd call like a proper warm-up, probably didn't need to be there. It was so hardcore, it made everything else seem a little less hardcore. We hit Aspen Mountain for day 2 all day. Gondola runs. Get that sick gondola line. It takes you all the way to the top. It's right. All the good terrain's right there. So you get to keep warm on the way up, and you just shred it all the way down. So it's hard and fast. Still wasn't quite super comfortable ripping full speed down the mountain, and hard enough for freaking our generous sponsor Lucas Schwartz to break his clavicle. Crazy, just took a tumble, caught his shoulder, and that's all it takes. So freaking poor guy, he's going in for surgery today.
You mentioned bad days. Let's talk about a bad day.
So I actually don't think I'm not like a pretty terrible snowboarder. I've been doing it long enough. I think I'm pretty good. And this was just kind of like one of those freak accidents. It was a restart. We had just restarted. We were about to get home, and this was like 2-3 days ago now. And it just happened. I caught an edge, started to point my tip downhill, and just fell forward as I was trying to point my tip. And as I did that, fell and rolled onto my shoulder into a mogul, essentially. Yeah. So it was a little bit dust on crust situation out there with the snow, but just gotta be better. Like, I was listening to people on the gondola, these really stuck up Aspen foreign people who I have no problem with them at all, but about how great the snow is in Colorado and Utah and everywhere in the Rockies compared to the Swiss Alps in Europe. They're like, the Swiss Alps, the snow is not the same. The snow here is so much better. So even people from Europe will come and say that. So if you haven't been out west, you need to get out west.
Get down, I could get you geek off the drums with the bass now. Pull up to the back with some boys, we're in H-Town. Never been to tech since you're fucking with that main style. City got game, homie, I could get you rained out. She want me to slay, homie, I could get you reindeer. Pull up with the bag, I'm so cold that it don't rain here. Just like Arizona, baby, sweeter than my iced tea. Half, you can bring a friend, how exciting. She want me, and it's in her eye like a high beam. Been a boss, I was dropping shit when I was 5'3". Naked wrist, I don't need a watch, fuck the timing. I recall, someone said I'm whack, they were lying.
How do you doing today? Guys, I'm so devastated right now. These are so dude, which song is that?
I'm on that venomous, you on that cinnamon sweet, you on that sesame street. I'm on the top of my bed, my sesame seed. I get up and get it with ease. Woo, take it like Bobcat, girl. I like to invite you to pop that. Check the stats on me, got the raps on me. Do it bad for me, get a call back. Push that like easy button, no staples, bitches, beginning shit. BLT at the house, so she fuck with me just a little bit. Wild shot like Iggy Pop, make city rock. I'm so shifty. Write the verse up too quickly, then hit the sack 'cause it's too fit. Get down, I could get you geek off the drums with the bass now. Pull up to the back with some boys, we're in H-Town. Never been to tech since you're fucking with that main style. City got game, homie, I could get you rained out. She want me to slay, homie, I could get you reindeer. Pull up with the bag, I'm so cold that it don't rain here. Just like Arizona, baby, sweeter than my iced tea. Half and half, you can bring a friend, how exciting.
I grew up peaches, don't even insult me.
No, I fucking love peaches.
Dude, I love peaches, alright. Don't put a bad name on peaches.
Apricots have to be dry peaches.
No, they're not. They're dried apricots.
Sick, man.
Pretty sick, man.
Yeah, clumpy.
Little clumpy.
Clumpy. Gotta learn to ride it.
Yeah, just gotta keep that nose pointed down. Keep an edge, keep the nose pointed down.
Right.
What? What? Yeah.
Just happened. France
Well,
or Portugal just got upset by Morocco.
Portugal got upset by Morocco.
Looks good, dude. Actually, keep going. Oh, it's closed over there. We have to hit this. What are you talking about? This is nothing compared to yesterday. I can't get up. Here we go. Absolutely just destroyed. We made it out. Fucking sending it time. And then
Mine stopped at the top.
I'm gonna be soaked in like 2 runs, bro. It's gonna be a bad situation, so I'm kind of trying to just
you
like.
have another jacket for tomorrow.
Hey Keegan, guess what day it is? Powder day at Snowmass. What day is it? Powder.
anxious or yeah, well, nervous. I got like nervous stomach going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe no, or
it's just a sausage.
Down from the raw sausage. Rowan fucks up sausage every time he cooks it. The problem is
I cook the outside too hot and I end up turning it down and it just doesn't work out for anyone.
Excuse me, like vomit real quick.
We're here, Aspen Snowmass. It is snowy as fuck. It's absolutely coming down. They got 5 inches last night. More coming today. We're going up Elk Camp Gondola here, or Elk Camp Gondola to Elk Camp Lift.
Yep. And we're gonna, yeah, where do you think we're gonna?
Well, we could take long shot immediately, but that might be kind of rough. So let's lap this and then go back up and do long shot.
Yeah, because this is way bigger than that makes it look.
Yeah. It's a shred bender.
Shred bender.
It's been a couple years off, guys. I haven't been able to, I know.
Holy shit.
I haven't been able to make any like snowboarding videos because there's no snow in Tennessee. So we have to drive for any snow, and
we drove a big one.
We drove a big one. Dude, I cannot wait. It was sick, bro. Hey, Keegan.
Yo.
I'm better than you.
Fuck you.
Late night, putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, don't step on my turf. Putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, don't step on my turf. You step on my turf in this war like the Warriors and Cavs. Call it coroner and cab, it's capital J-R, no dots like hold your fire. Ain't your girl wanna crash like spitting it through the wire. Tired? Never heard of her. Job will be like convertible roofs. Getting tips just serving the truth. Flow pull up from the logo, shirt or swoosh. She got a brick like the Colonel and Clue. That's factual. This shit's casual. This shit's actual. Gas like some brass get you higher than the bat signal. Standing on Mars just waiting around on Elon. Your baby's out in public. She got the specs T-on. We on 30-30 while you get your vision straight. Smoke out the ears. How you mad? Let it ventilate. I'm not a minute late. Right on time. Heard your shit. I'm getting bored. Not the Scion kind. Yeah. Late night, putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, don't step on my turf. Putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, Spizzy, get 'em.
Out the booth when I demonstrate, earn what I learned, turn puke into lemonade. Putting in the work, I know you'd hyperventilate. Turf get disturbed and some dudes get disintegrate. Crews to eliminate. Look, you can't even disparage the art because I climbed steep lines in my character arc. I can't stop myself, I top myself. I can script it, so I twisted the plot myself. Ooh, I built the city on beats and sweat. Ooh, compete to death, don't complete the quest. I know you dudes are roasted vegetables is in your soft, and I'm supposing mostly testicles up in the box. Bro, I'm pulling back the crossbow. You owe me a oxbow. Gotta mute your talk show. That don't move my decimals. Doing what I did and how I did it. Got my visage grizzled, wizened, and bespectacled. When you see me grinding in the
late night, putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, don't step on my turf. Putting in work, cut the lights out. Whole lot of sweat on my shirt while you looking at me. Like your face don't work, no second, I'm first. If you can't handle that, don't step on my turf.
Yeah.
Every summer the ball would sail over the fence. I was just trying to score like the best of the best. I had one free kick to hit the corner of the frame, and that's about as close as I came. But I was really winning when I think on it now. I was beaming looking up at the crowd. When your friends come out to cheer you on, no better feeling. Couldn't help but notice the shorty that's standing with him. Brown-eyed girl from way back. Ooh, she made me want to show off. Sleeping in class, in my dreams we were winning it all. I had the boys running practice in April showers. When they all went home, I would stay for hours. Ambition that amounted to shit, we went like 2 and 10. That's life, I guess. We all want to be the man, but we all can't be. You're only young for so long, just go be free.
Is it closed, dude?
I can't tell. I can't breathe.
Pretty sure it's closed, bro. Yeah, long shot closed. Damn. We came over here for nothing. Try to get back to the middle. Send her all the way.
Yeah.
Well, day in the life of a snowboarder.
Next, man, we're not that far. We didn't come too far this way, you know.
Or we could just take that bull run again, send it all the way. But I thought that middle line was honestly a little bit better.
Yes.
Let's just take a minute to rest.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Drop in, slap lip, whip back. I just want to shout out to Aspen Mountain, Lucas Schwartz for sponsoring our trip out here. Wouldn't be able to make this Western expansion documentary without Schwartz, so huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to everybody out here, you know, all the lifties that are keeping everything running. You know, not enjoying a day so we can. It's really about the community, you know. So sick.
Yeah, riding around in my parents' whip with my window down all spring. I can't lie about it, we grew up soft with no clue what future might bring. On the last day of my senior summer, I can't lie, I shed a tear on a John Deere that my neighbors borrowed from my pops. We used to run from the cops, or at least we pretend to. God knows we were never in danger, and we never really ran, just ducked, maybe dumping a blunt in the dirt like later. Thank God I was born into a Mainer. Lord knows I had time to record, time for imagination. Been a million places in my mind just running through the forest. And the summer around here just comes different, give you 90 days of straight sunshine. I was never searching for the upside. I was calling shorty all tongue-tied. I was texting shorty all thumb-tied. Like the fuck did I say wrong? I'm as funny as the day's long. Hello? Start a little fire by the stream in the woods. Soul on fire, feeling great when it's good. Wanna say I wouldn't go back if I could, but goddamn, we had it all. Good friends, long nights, grass stains on white. Couple girls my type, fireflies on my sights, yeah. Baby, send me something, let's just fall and shooting stars. Oh, I wish we knew where we are and where we're going. Trying to stop the bleeding, put this pressure on my soul. Know what's true, man, life's no show. Kick stones everywhere I go.
kill me. Holy shit.
That makes the highlight reel. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Ethan, like the official 24-hour snow count seemed inaccurate to really capture the level of POW on the mountain. Snowmass had one of the better bases out here. You know, they said they got like 6-7 inches of freshies, and when you're out there, you're like knee deep in powder. You know, stuff feels a lot more like 2 feet than 7 inches. Mm-hmm. And it was like the entire top of the mountain. It was like that. Powder blankets everywhere. It was like, I don't even know. Indescribable, man. It was indescribable. Blasted downhill at high speed, just fucking blasting through powder. You're throwing it up in front of you. It's splashing off your goggles. It's like being in the ocean, in an ocean of pow. Simultaneously one with and conquering nature to a certain extent. I wouldn't say it's not immediately like the most accessible outlet. Anybody that has the opportunity or can make the opportunity to experience snowboarding doesn't have to be out somewhere high money like Aspen. You can get good runs anywhere. And when the goods are good, they're good. As someone somewhere once said, it's absolutely something I think everybody should try. You know, some people obviously skiing, snowboarding, a little bit of a rivalry there, but we're all brothers on the mountain. You know, at the end of the day, we're cheering each other on, all the same.
Man, it's just been like, it's been nice. I've had tons of people coming up here, and even though I'm like hurt now, going to get surgery today, it's still gonna be a great time having people come up and enjoy these conditions and stuff. I don't know, it's a split between the day that you said was one of the best powder days you've ever had, and my buddy Andrew saying that it was the best powder day he's ever had. It's just being able to like have those experiences with people, or like being able to be there and do something for someone like that. Like, it means a lot to be able to show someone, hey man, like, you don't gotta ride like this crusty East Coast stuff all the time. And don't get me wrong, there are places on the East Coast, probably get some great snow. Okay, the base here is just so different. It's so much softer and you can feel it.
Right.
So, yeah, it's nice to give people that experience and that luxury out here. So that's kind of a good reason. One, value experiences, not things. If you do that and just hop on a board, just try it out for a weekend, you'll get addicted. You will. You'll get addicted.